Steve hates poop. Mike love him some candles. Elijah don't care. Jasmina body on body. Mark is definitely scared. Lindsay's face looking like, Mike, I saw it. Yes, making Noy uneasy. Dr. Pepper ain't helped me at all. You never know what people are going through. I don't know if I'm with you there, Pastor Cal. This is wildin'. Women, we all know that's what guys think. What does Jasmina need to know about this man? Oh, we used to kiss goodnight. How much Steve make? Not that she invited it, but she didn't shut it down. Oh, I can't wait. You've been listening. Very important. I'ma cut him.
Because that was a Jasmina.
This man don't like her. I'm not gonna go on a big tangent here. Is this what Katina needs? You not my partner. I know that chicken. We don't need to jump on her like that. She's trying though. They're cool having a kid in the year. Ooh, did y'all see that? What up, Married at First Sight fam, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl Rizzo, where we recap Married at First Sight season 14. I don't know, that was so hard for me. Season 14, episode 13. This is part 2. If you have not seen part 1, go back and then hopefully you'll get a recommendation to see this video, but go check that out first. I know someone mentioned that they like longer videos. I did go on a couple of tangents on that last one. And 2, I think I did more than halfway for this one just because I was going to cut off right at the Mark and Lindsay, like right in the middle, but I'm like, Mark and Lindsay go together, so they gotta go together. You know what I'm saying? So I think this one might be a little shorter depending on my tangents or my outrage or my what the hell's going on. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. Actually, rewind that. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the couples. I mentioned before that I can't remember what the rest of this episode is about because the only people left for therapy are Jasmina and Michael. But then I forgot Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal come out and bam! While Elijah is talking crap about Dr. Peppers, she comes out and basically confronts him. So I think that's what we're going to get on this episode. So now, without further ado, welcome to everyone, new and old. Thank you so much for joining. Let's get to it. Jasmina, body on body. So this is my new favorite song. I can't remember what my old favorite song was, the one I always used to sing, but the Can't Tell If This Is Love or Not. That's new bae. Also, I'm heading out, so I might not get to finish all of this, but I'm gonna come back. Tipsy elves or not, I'll be back. Mike in his arms, Pastor Cal in his dad, you know, he's down. Jasmina says she's feeling good. You know, it's so interesting to hear Mike talk about how he was basically going through the motions, right? Because he's a husband, but also because he's on a show. Because I didn't get that. To me, it felt like Mike was like doing it because he wanted to be in this marriage. But it just goes to show you the difference in how people deal with things. Because Jasmina was going through the motions too, and you saw it all over her face, her reaction. Can y'all hear that lady singing again? She gonna start singing when I start talking again? Okay. But like I was saying, you saw her going through the motions, just like Mike was saying he was going through the motions, but you read it all over her face. The comments she was making, the little snarky, little throwbacks, the things she was saying to the other women, we saw it. But Mike, we didn't see that. Listen, you never know what people are going through. You know what I'm saying? This is so backwards, a backwards way to think. Pastor Cal is like, do the work and the feelings will come. That's so backwards to what we normally do. Typically, you date, develop those feelings, and then you get married to someone. This is the total opposite. People tell you this is who you should get married to and feelings develop. Which, you know, who's to say one is better than the other? Because sis is wildin'. Y'all, I told y'all before, she be singing like Drake songs, but in like the opera or not even opera, it sound like gospel singing. I know when that hotline blings. I'm like, sis, you gotta stop. It be anything, like commercials. I'm surprised the Double Mint commercial ain't come up. I'm like, fam, what are you doing? Let's get back to this. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Are they not talking? Like, what's wrong with Jasmina and Mike that she feels like she doesn't know him? What's going on? What's not going on? And also, based on what I just said, it's very clear that they have very different personalities. I mean, that was a clear example of how they're different. One, you have to earn your trust. Jasmina is like, I trust you until you give me reason not to. Not a problem with that, sis. As soon as you see a glimpse of something that's not what you originally thought, you take it all the way back. One is not better than the other in this situation. Oh, we used to kiss goodnight. He said that was a dumb move, that you told her to stop doing it out of obligation. Mike, you just said you were going through these motions out of obligation and then feelings develop. Why would you tell her not to do it? Yes, Pastor Cal just said this. I like what Pastor Cal said there. Give her compliments, right? Remember before I told you she invited, not that she invited it, but she didn't shut it down. She didn't shut down all the butt touching during the wedding and the ceremony. She let it happen and they kikied about it later. She's open to it. You just have to warm her up a little bit. So give her all these compliments and see if you could slowly do something. Dang. She said it's not that I'm uncomfortable when he touches me. It's just that I don't feel anything. Can you imagine Mike hearing that? I hope she's never said that. I wonder what that's like, right? Because touch is something that people just do. Like, you can mistakenly bump somebody in the street. You can hold your partner's hand in kindergarten. You could touch your romantic partner. You can give a friend a hug. Those are all physical touch, but different feelings come about there. I'm glad that it's not awkwardness, like I told you, maybe the first two instances that I mentioned, but she's not feeling anything. That's like a friend hug. Like, I don't feel anything sometimes with a friend hug. I like this too. The thing that these two are missing, it's not friendship, it's not the foundation, it's intimacy. So have these conversations, have these very friendly moments, and add some physical touch to it. Yes, that you're trying to be husband and wife and not just friends. I like that small nuance that Pastor Cal just did Dr. Pepper just did right there. She said, I think he needs to feel. And she's talking to Jasmina. And she's like, wait a minute. It's not all about what Mike needs and what you need to get Mike. I think you also need to feel. Very important. What do I think about Mike and Jasmina? What do I think about Mike and Jasmina? They're good friends. But are they good lovers? You know, sometimes in my life I felt like, and I'm not going to go on a big tangent here. Sometimes I felt like I started dating people who should have just been friends. Just because, we have something in common or we have some things in common, that doesn't mean that because they're the opposite sex, they should be a partner or you should set them up to eventually become a partner. And I think that's where I failed a little bit in life, is I started dating people who should have just been in the friend box. Because some of these niggas just annoyed me. And I'm like, I got mad male friends who annoy me. And that's cool, because you my male friend. You not my partner. And that's okay. And you hold that friend box, that friend circle, that friend square. You do that perfectly as a male friend. But that male friend could not hold the male relationship partner the same way. You doing 100% over there. You probably give me 52 over here, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And I worry about that with Jasmina and Michael. Are y'all just friends, really good platonic friends, and we're trying to force romanticism onto this relationship? You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to make this into a romantic partnership when it's only a solid friendship. So yeah, that's where I stand. And I think they might know it too. All right, we back with Mark and Lindsay. Oh yeah, Mark is definitely scared. Bitch, I made a pizza. Okay, they're gonna ask the question. All right. Wait, how you cutting into a chicken thigh that easily? Ain't no bones? You got vegan fake chicken? I know that chicken. I love that Lindsay is listening intently here. She's not interrupting him and letting him speak. I really enjoy that. Yeah, why is it that when you fight so deeply? You cut so deeply. Lindsay, what you're doing right now is making excuses for that behavior, okay? We don't really care why you do that. We need you to solve it. And again, you're throwing it back to Mark as if Mark is the reason why you cut so deep. No, Lindsay, it's not that he's doing this so you come up. Y'all are both here. He gets upset. You go up there. It's not even in the camera view, sis. So then he got to come up a little bit. No, you take it because you get so defensive and you're like, before he can attack me, I'm going to cut him. That's good that Mark just acknowledged that. He's like, yo, when my mother and my grandmother passed away, I'm going to need that woman around me who can essentially take their spot, which is also interesting and weird to hear. But women, we all know that's what guys think. But to say that to her and then to say, but I know you've been wanting to do that from day one. Lindsay needs to know that he is acknowledging what she has been trying to do for him and that her efforts aren't in vain because, again, she just needs to be validated. Also, I just paused this on this. Lindsay's face looking like, if I didn't see enough good in you, I wouldn't be here. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you, Mark. You've been listening. And they end in a hug. This is the best I've seen them. Oh, and Mark's eyes are closed. This is great. What does Jasmina need to know about this man? Is that a mask? That was a mask. Mike love him some candles. So he needs her to be more vulnerable with him. She's saying she can only be more vulnerable and comfortable is if she knows that he's putting in the effort. So I was going to say this is a standstill, but Mike, it seems like it's all on you, okay? That vulnerability that you showed earlier, you got to make her comfortable. Okay, get this effort. They have the same questions for each other. Don't have deep, dark, raw conversations about the past. This man cried to you and told you the 11,000 people that passed away in his life when he was younger. What else? What deep, dark do you need from this man? I get understanding and knowing somebody, having those daily, conversations, but deep, dark? That was deep and dark. Do you hear what she said, Mike? Ooh, that little slow. Blink. I'm gonna run that back. I'm gonna make it bigger because y'all need to see this.
Willing and want to have those conversations.
I will put the red lips on for that because that was a Jasmina.
Okay. Michael, you better jump. What did he say that made her get like this? I don't know. I genuinely like being around you. It's the little things, Michael. Oh, Mike tried to get big there. He said, yo, we gotta make it enough. She didn't take that. She just moved on. You saw his body. He got nervous saying it to me. Mike, I saw it. I know she didn't, but I saw it. Good job. Jasmina, you're speaking in a lot of like abstracts, right? Oh my God, does that say baby diapers? I'm distracted, but Mike is looking like, okay, if you say that this can happen, what do you need? And she's just like, oh, well, if not, we're not working towards it. Like, Mike is going to be working towards it, and that still might not be enough. So what do you actually need? And she didn't really give him answers. And Mike, it's tough. I'm glad she didn't say no, though, even though she kind of said no to her mother, but... Okay, baby diapers. Oh my goodness, are we about to see the financial spreadsheet? This is the episode that I said we need to just fast forward to this. Oh my God, how much Steve make? I was talking about this with my homegirl the other day. Steve, software engineer, minimum 125, minimum. And I say that because it's in Boston. 137, 147, where you at? Severance, he's 38. He been working there for 7 years. You know you get that month for every year. He went on a 4-month. You know, we're doing a lot here. You got stock options? Where do he work? Also, Steve daddy had money, for sure. And Steve mama got a trust that she had, which is why she's so carefree, peace, love, and happiness. She's able to live that way because she was financially set either with him or his dad. You know, this is all assumptions, but I said Steve's dad probably like is the owner of the place that makes all of our buttons and we just don't know. Or like he owns all these restaurants. Yo, they rent out a banquet hall every year. They rent out a banquet hall every year. I guarantee you all 27 of those people at their table is not contributing, which means daddy and mommy are paying for this. I don't know if the uncles and aunts are paying for their tables, but the Moys are set. No, hey. Me too, Noy. You know, scooting over. What's your dollar about? Yeah, let's put our finances. Also, before we do this, to clarify, so Noy is the HR coordinator, right? So she's making under 100K. So let's say, and again, Boston, let's say she's making 65, right? Let's say Noy is making 65,000. This man is making double and then some, okay? She does not want to make 65,000. Living in Boston is tough. It's very expensive, which is probably why she got that studio apartment, okay? And she got to pay for Sushi's amenities, okay? And all of that. Having a dog is like having a child is a lot. So she doesn't understand this concept. I will say though, when that 40,000 was dropped, when she told Keisha that she was cool with him not working, if he had 40K in savings, she did not mean 40K to last you forever and not work, right? A lot of time when people talk, people say, oh, I need you to have, if you don't want to work right now, you got to have 6 months. You got to have 4 months of savings. So in her mind, thinking about her rent, her money, 40,000 to somebody making 65,000 is more than 6 months of work. So that's what she meant. We don't need to jump on her like that. But it is important for us to understand that because Noy is making half and less than what Steve is making, she can't understand the concept that when she says 40,000, which is 3/4 of her salary, that Steve has that in the bag easily. And I want to be clear, Steve got that and it's not touching retirement. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
You had a plan.
That's the first time we ever heard Noy say, when Steve said, so you need me to have a full-time job, she said, I need to see some kind of income. That's the first time we've seen her bend on that a little bit. A lot of it. This is making Noy uneasy. But she's trying. I love that. Did Steve just give her the option to quit her job? Steve got bank, y'all. Noy just hold on. She's like, wait, he just told me I could quit my job? How much this man really worth? They're cool having a kid in a year. Look at them both smiling. He said, looks like we're going to have a busy month. I love Noy. You know, changing diapers is a bonding experience for you and the baby because you didn't get to have the baby in your womb. So I'm going to use that, writing that one down too. They're cute. Yo, Steve hates poop. We've established that, right? He don't like dog poop. He don't like baby poop. Even though it's weird because they were talking about poop early on. I feel like during the honeymoon, right? But he don't like that. What hold does volleyball have on these producers? Is that the only group? That's the like low intensity group sport? Okay. Except last season when they found out that everybody played volleyball and they were on like a adult league and professional league after. I don't think we're gonna get that now. Katina, no. Maybe Lindsay. Lindsay, like, did she? What the hell? Wait. What the hell? Katina and Elijah doing in the back of Lindsay and Mark's car? We just gonna let that go? Okay. He emphasized purely fun interaction a little too much, which makes me think some shit to pop off. Mark and Lindsay, y'all so corny, but it works. Katina, if you take your sweatshirt off, maybe it'll be a little better for you. Ooh, she trying though. Katina, I did not expect this. You are really trying. I don't know if it's because you don't want Elijah to yell at you again, but I appreciate the effort. Also, why all the black people on one side? Where's Jasmina? I'm assuming with her husband, but actually, let me not assume that. Oh, she got the jacket off, okay. Oh, Mark is the one who's played, Elijah, I hit it on his hand and his head. Wait, 21.6? Jasmina, I feel like you bought that Nicole Ari Parker sweatband off of IG because we know you don't work out. We know you don't work out. This is a one-time. You probably just bought that sports bra too. She does always divert. That's a little ADD though, but she does divert. Mark is over. She leaning over. He's like, look, go there. Pay attention. Leave me alone. I told y'all this man don't like her. I don't know, because it goes back and forth. Wait, you guys, I'm sorry for how I reacted, but you guys got to see I care for my wife. So your reaction, how we see that you care for your wife? He says that shit too much. It's not okay. That passion that you have can be shown in different ways, Elijah. The anger, the frustration, that does not have to be the sign to show that you care for your wife. No, sir. Look at Elijah talking big. So I said to Dr. Pepper, no, I think you got the wrong perception. All right. You got big with Dr. Peppers. I'm tired of, he did the he said, she said again. If she ain't hear it from Katina, who you think she heard it from? Your mouth. On film. On tape. On the camera. Ooh, he said 90% of it was a waste of time. Dr. Pepper ain't helped me at all. Ooh, did y'all see that? He said, if you're going to feed something to the experts, feed something that's going to help my marriage. He is talking to production because he just said it ain't come from Katina. Somebody is doing it. He says, she says. So who does he think is catching Dr. Pepper up? Somebody in production. So that was directed directly at production. Not past the cow's dressed down look with that belt. Look at us. Elijah don't care. Look how this make my fish.
That he loves so much.
He said in my interview that he loves so much. Look, Katina was sitting there like, dang, I thought she was gonna help me through this, but I can't say nothing, so. All right, yeah, marriage is going well. Elijah think he got one over. This woman is exactly what you need. Okay, it's exactly what Elijah needs. Is this what Katina needs, y'all? I talk about this way too much. Is this what Katina needs? I don't care that she's just good for Elijah. I care that she's getting some fulfillment, some improvement in her. I want her to get something out of this marriage instead of just doing something for him. Now, why he have to say there, I'm not in love yet? Was he trying to protect his, like, not ego, but was he trying to protect himself in that moment? Or was he trying to humble her? Because it could go either way, honestly. Love is making a decision to commit to fulfilling the other person's need. That's all that love is? I don't know if I'm with you there, Pastor Kyle. That Mark looks scared all the time. Y'all ain't shit. Dr. Pepper said that even if you can touch when you're upset. What did we miss that Mark got upset that he didn't want to touch? Am I missing something? Is it me? Or do we feel like Lindsay sometimes speaks differently depending on who she's speaking to? If you understand what I'm saying. A bitch, or this bitch, or girl, or how she just spoke to Pastor Cal right now. And this is not unique to Lindsay. It is for this cast, but it's not unique to Lindsay. Like, we've seen that, right? We've seen the Hey Girls. Okay. Just making sure. She just said, it's hard, girl, talking to Pastor Cal. I told you she Hey Girls. Lindsay, stop talking about him while he's sitting right next to you. Wow, no man is going to be your girlfriend or your mother. Where's Pastor Cal from? She said it to Mike. Damn, I'm not uncomfortable with this physical touch, but I just feel nothing from it. I don't have yet.
This is it.
Yeah. Okay, that ended well. I'm not mad at that. I feel like there's some hope for this episode. I don't know about for this season. I'm worried about Jasmina and Michael. Mark is done. Tina gonna say yes. Elijah gonna say yes because Pastor Cal was like, she's the right one for you. But I don't know how valuable that relationship will be. Steve and Noy. I done told y'all from the jump. Steve and Noy gonna be together forever. unless Noi wows out. One day she'll get mad and then go get divorce papers, but she don't really mean it long term. Jasmina and Michael are just friend zone. So this is interesting. But this gave me more hope that at least like there's amicable platonic relationships here, even though I'm always looking for love. And that's not what they're giving me. But damn, it's not hate. And it's not like last season when people felt nothing. It was just like, no, because we don't feel anything. Why are we even here? Reset. So maybe there's hope. I don't know, y'all. Hi, thank you so much for joining me for episode 13, part 2. If you have not seen some of my recaps, head back. Catch up on it. I know you've seen the episodes, but you're going to need a refresher anyway. So hit the video that pops up here. It's the one that you need most. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm super close to 2,000. I can feel it in the air. So we need to get that. That was my goal to end this season. So look at us. We almost there, y'all. Thank you again so much for watching. New people, thanks for sticking this out. Welcome. Introduce yourselves in the comments as always. And I'll catch y'all in a couple days for this episode 14. It's the couples retreat. I see the pause and I like the pool. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. And please remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. Bye, guys.